What was that old saying? Earth without art is just eh. Today, I'll be talking about some prominent Syrian artists that changed the face of the Syrian musical scape and delighted generations with their music. Welcome back to Speak Real Arabic, everyone. I am your host, Ozzy, from Damascus, Syria. And today, I'll be talking about some Syrian musicians, or musiqiyin. Syrian music is actually quite famous amongst Arabic countries, and some of the most famous Arabic artists of all time hail from Syria. Before I jump into the video, I just want to thank you, everyone, as we have reached past 5,000 subscribers. Woohoo! So, give yourself a huge round of applause for getting us there, and let's keep going. You know, your support really motivates me to keep doing these fun videos, and as usual, I'm always super happy to hear your suggestions on what to talk about. So, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell icon, and share this channel around to keep us going. Alright then, let's jump into some musicians, or musiqiyin, fannanin. You know, the first artist, or fannan, that's artist in Arabic, I'd like to talk about today is Lina Shamamian. Lina was born in Damascus, Syria in 1980 and released her first album when she was only 25 years old, called Hal Asmar Al-Lon, which means that brown tan color. Asmar is tan and lon is color. Some of the most popular songs of that album is called Ala Mawj al-Bahr. Ala Mawj al-Bahr. Mawj meaning waves and Bahr meaning ocean. So Ala Mawj al-Bahr means on the waves of the ocean. And of course, the iconic song Bali Ma'ak, which means my mind is with you. Bali, my mind, Ma'ak is with you. Since then, she released 3 more albums titled Shamat, which means various levants, Ghazal al-Banat, which means the flirty ladies, and Lonan, which means 2 colors. Remember, lon means a color, Lonan means 2 colors. One of my favorite singles of hers is called Hub fi Dimashq. Hub fi Dimashq, which means love in Damascus. I cannot recommend her enough, you guys. You should really go check her out if you can. All right, going back a little bit more classically, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Mayada al-Hinnawi. Mayada was born in Aleppo, or Halab, on October 8, 1959. She was actually discovered at the age of 18 by the iconic singer and songwriter Muhammad Abdul Wahab, when she was performing for a small crowd in Bludan, which is a small city in Syria. Abdul Wahab named her the songstress of the generation, or in Arabic, Mutribat al-Jil, Jil meaning generation. She eventually moved to Egypt and collaborated with many big names such as Baligh Hamdi to become one of the most famous pan-Arab singers in history. Her most famous songs are Ana Ba'sha'ak, which means kind of I'm hopelessly in love with you, El Hawa Illi Kan, which means the love that was, Ana A'mal Eh, which means what should I do, Sidi Ana, which means my lord, and Andi Kalam, Andi Kalam, which means I have things to say. Apparently she did have a bunch of things to say. It's really hard to meet any Arab who haven't in some capacity heard of Mayada al-Hinnawi. She also has some songs specifically in praises of her favorite cities. For example, her song in praise of Damascus is titled Ya Sham, or O Levant, and in praise of Beirut called Beirut, Ya Arus al-Sharq, which means, O Beirut, the bride of the Orient. Arus meaning bride and Sharq meaning Orient. These songs are nothing short of iconic, and I heard them like 3,000 times growing up, I think. And she even collaborated with some of the biggest Arab stars like Hani Shaker, Latifa, and Asil Hillani on the operette they made together called Yislam Trabak Ya Sham, which means all event, may your land be blessed. I know, very poetic. I also would like to mention another artist by the name of Malik Jendeli, who is a very interesting artist in the Syrian landscape. He is a German-born Syrian American. He's a pianist and a composer. He is known for creating the non-profit organization Pianos for Peace. He has a unique style of mixing the Arabic music, which we call maqamat or modes, with Western harmony. It has earned him a lot of recognition, both in the United States and internationally. He has a few albums such as Echoes from Ugarit, Syrian Symphony, and Soho. He also released a few singles, and my favorite single of his is called Watani Ana, which means I am my homeland. Watan meaning homeland, and Ana meaning I am. Watani, my homeland, that's what that means. Watani Ana. He really does bring a unique twist to classical music that I've rarely observed in any other artist. So I highly recommend you go check him out as well. Now, last but 100% not least, I'd like to mention George Wassouf, or as he's called, Sultan al-Tarab, which means the Sultan of Music. He was born in Tartus in Syria in 1961 and is by far the most famous Syrian artist of all time. Literally, you cannot be Syrian without knowing who he is. It's just impossible. And he is accredited for having the most albums of any Syrian artist, totaling 18 albums, starting from 1983, called Odini Salamtak Bi'id Allah, which means give me your health in the hand of God, to his latest album, Ishtiqna Lak, meaning we missed you. I honestly cannot name everything he's done and what I like, because I need like a whole YouTube channel just for that, but you have got to go check him out. Sultan al-Tarab, he is extremely famous and very influential. And I think that is it for Syrian singers for today. Of course, there is a bunch more, as Syrian and Arabic music is massive. So if you'd like me to mention more singers, maybe not necessarily just from Syria, from around the Arab world, just let me know in the comments. And once more, I am your host, Ozzy, and thank you all for watching Speak Real Arabic. Go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!